Hi, Marjorie.
Hi, Randy. How you doing?
Well, I thought you'd be mad at me.
Why?
Because Paul Lane and I had a fight.
But Paul Lane take you on any day. I don't need to worry about Paul.
Well, we never had a fight.
Paul don't fight with anybody, but he gets his point across.
We had a disagreement on the radio. We were debating Muskrat Falls.
Yes, and Paul is right.
And I felt I won.
No.
So at the end of the debate, anyway, he sent me an email.
Yes.
And he said, "Wow," he said, "that was quite a debate." And I said, "Yes, and I won."
Yeah.
And then he threatened you on me.
No, I know, but I knows Paul. I knows everybody that Danny started this deal. He started from the time he went out of war and brought that money back, and everything he said he was going to do, he did with the help of that wonderful finance minister, Tom Marshall. I think they're doing okay. The rest, Danny Basher can come along one at a time.
What do you think of Dunderdale? What do you think of her? I mean, I know your position on Danny and that. What do you think of Dunderdale?
She's there.
How's she doing?
I don't know.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being Danny.
I'm not.
Where would you put her?
I'm not putting her anywhere. I'm not saying anything. I'm not getting into it about her at all.
Now, see, that sounds like the old line that people use, right? That if you can't say something good, don't say anything at all. Is that where you are?
Tom Marshall is there. Tom Marshall is looking after things. Tom Marshall must like her. He wouldn't be working with her. So I'm not saying no more about that. But all I want.
I don't think you like her. I'm getting a sense. Pat Murphy, you listening to this? You getting a sense Marjorie don't like Kathy Dunderdale?
Everybody knew I talked and I asked and I had everything set up. I wanted Tom Marshall to get a chance at leadership. Whatever happened.
You wanted him to be the next premier?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did, and everybody knew that, so I'm not going to talk about that. I want to talk about the positive things, like all the things, the Danny Bashers. I want to tell them now. And by the way, I got an email the other day when I was on Bill. How come none of the open line hosts fights for me? You gives me, I can answer when you said something, if I got an answer for it, how you do that to me?
How come we don't fight with you? Sure, I argue with you all the time.
But I felt I holds me out.
Yeah, and you do.
And I don't look for any more time on open land. I really enjoy it. This is one of my favorite things, and I always play.
Yeah, but I want to explore this now. I want to explore it. Apparently, you don't like Kathy Dunderdale.
I never said that.
No, I know that's not. I know you never said it. But it sure sounds like you're not.
But I can't help what things sound like. I can't do a thing about it.
What do you think of that young fellow Little Brew's got? The white ball. What do you think of him? What's that? What does that mean?
He's there, like I said,
You're not going to say any... You don't like him either?
No.
What about Lorraine Michael?
Nah, no.
Oh, so you're outspoken about her.
I don't like none of them. I know George Murphy's an all right fella, but I don't like none of them. They're the reason that politics is getting all shagged up. They keep pushed away. They comes down open line shows with all that little mealy mouth, wouldn't raise their voice, and behind the scenes they're just like weasels.
You don't like the New Democrats, do you?
No, and I tell you, and I caught up now because we got Clinton came out with an advertisement last night for Obama. My dear, blew my out of the water. So yeah. I won there. What an advertisement! You couldn't pay for it.
Yeah, Obama will win that anyway. Well,
yes, and anyway, too many people involved in that, but I do like Obama, but I think Bill Clinton was the best thing that in the United States that happened to the world.
I says if he had been allowed to run again, he'd have won again.
Oh, yes, he'd win for the rest never, like our darling Danny would have won if he hadn't decided to stay.
Darling Danny.
And Jim Morgan, someone should bash his head against rock and put him out of his misery.
No, don't say stuff like that, Marjorie.
Yes, but I can. They can all get there and bash Danny all they like. They can't get over his time. They're just jealous that they could never do what he'll do. He's way ahead of his time. He's gone beyond his time. He thinks way ahead of his time. And Tom Marshall was the one there working side by side with him, could take him on and take all the battles on so Danny could think further. And my dear, I tell you, so the people out there got nothing to worry about that. We're going to be left holding the bag with Muskrat Falls. Anything Danny started, he finished it good. I don't know of anything he ever touched. See, you had to sit down and look at him in them good eyes and listen to him, and then you'll get the power, to see what that man is worth. And while I was watching him, along came Tom Marshall, and I saw Tom Marshall, and I tell you, The full meal deal, Tom.
All right, Marjorie, we're going to go to break on that note. God bless you.
And thank you very much for letting me say that. And I tell you, you know that I'm going to be in Paul's corner. He was one of the best things that happened to Mount Pearl. First time I ever visited Mount Pearl because of him.
Is that right?
Yes. And then I saw you, but that was all right. Okay. Anyway,
I feels like me and Kathy Dunderdale were on the same plateau with you.
I never said nothing. I never said I didn't like you. I told you I was going to campaign with you.
Yes,
so
you are, you said.
So goodbye now.
Goodbye, darling. God bless. Bye-bye. That's Marjorie. Yeah. I think I'm telling you, Pat, she don't like Kathy. She's not going to say it. She's not going to say it. But what do you think, folks? You've heard people listening that have heard Marjorie talk a lot now, right? You get the sense that she don't like Kathy Dunderdale.
I think Tom Marshall's on Marjorie's Christmas list, though.
No doubt. And I'll tell you what, she don't like Lorraine Michael, apparently. In fact, she don't like that crowd. Wonderful.